in the Narada Pancharatna, which is the instructions of Narada Muni, it is stated that all the Vedic rituals, mantras and understandings are compressed into the 8 words Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Similarly, in the Kali Santarana Upanishad, it is stated that these 16 words, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, are especially meant for counteracting the degrading and contaminating influence of this materialistic age of Kali. The process of chanting is therefore not only the sublime method for practical perfection of life, but the authorized Vedic principle inaugurated by the greatest Vedic scholar and devotee, Lord Chaitanya, whom we consider an incarnation of Krishna. We are simply following in his authorized footsteps. So, as the goal of spiritual realization is only one, love of God, so the Vedas stand as a single comprehensive whole in the matter of transcendental understanding. Only the incomplete views of various parties apart from the bona fide Vedic lines of teaching give a rapturous appearance of the Bhagavad Gita. The reconciliative factor adjusting all apparently diverse propositions of the Vedas is the essence of the Veda, or Krishna consciousness, love of God. So, what the essence of that is that this Maha Mantra isn't something that is new. It's not something that is an artificial concoction. It is something that's authorized right throughout the Vedas, which have been around for many, many thousands, hundreds of thousands of years. The Vedas have been in existence. So they, in the different Upanishads and different Vedic scriptures, they've put this mantra down, recommended it as being especially meant for counteracting the degrading influence of the Kali Yuga. So we're in the thick of it. We're in the thick of the Kali Yuga now. There's more to come, but we're getting a little bit of a taste of the confusion and disturbance and degradation of the society in every way, every aspect. I was at Food for Life today and we had some young girls helping us, 14, and they were making samosas, and I went to they get paid by how many they make, so they've been there a few hours and they've made a few hundred. So I had a list on the board of the numbers that they'd made, and so at the end when they finished, they were there and I was just adding them up on the board. And they said, "Oh, do you want to use my calculator on their phone?" And I said, "No, it's all right." And so I added it up. It wasn't difficult. It was like 30, 35, 48. It was basically pretty simple arithmetic. But they didn't believe that I had added it up correctly. So I said, "Well, you can check on your phone." And so she checked on the phone, and when it came to the same answer, they were like amazed, like I'd done some magic. Yeah, they were like, "Wow, how did you do that?" You know, because there's a symptom of another symptom of the degradation of Kali Yuga. It's said that man becomes very short-lived, very quarrelsome, and very dull. You know, so gradually, generation by generation, these labour-saving devices, and now no one has to really think or inquire because they can just ask Google for any answer.
Yeah, that's right.
And so now we don't have to research, that's considered research. Oh, I did my research. What do you mean? You just press Google. That's it. There's no intellectual kind of thing going on. So anyway, it dawned on me, these girls are growing up in a culture where you don't need to use your brain because you have a phone. And this is another symptom of how things become degraded. But yeah, they were like I was a white man making fire or something. Like, wow, you're like, how do you do that? So yeah.
Yeah.
So this chanting of Hare Krishna is the medicine,
Yes.
and we've all experienced it. I mean, even tonight, like I said, the energy when we started was a little suppressed, a little heavy, but just simply by chanting, by hearing, and chanting and hearing, then the energy lifts, the soul feels a little bit of liberated, because that's our natural state. Our natural state is to be connected with Krishna, connected with God. And so much of our day and so much of our minds and our lives are disconnected. We're in Maya, we're thinking things that are real that aren't. So by chanting, it cleanses that consciousness, it cleanses the misunderstandings, and we actually reconnect with our original pure consciousness, and so we feel some relief. I feel better, you know. So this is the science behind the chanting. And the more conscious we are when we're chanting, the more prayerful and the more
Powerful.
Yeah.
High vibration.
Yeah, the more calling out we're doing for help, for mercy, for these things, then the more reciprocation will be there. Okay, this is an interesting one. The protection of the earthly planet is dependent on proper rainfall. And as stated in Bhagavad Gita and other scriptures, sacrifices are performed to please those demigods who are in charge of rainfall. Thus the proper execution of yajna, of sacrifice, is required. As indicated herein, King Prithu alone would induce all citizens to engage in such sacrificial activities, so there would not be scarcity or distress. In Kali Yuga, however, in the so-called secular state, the executive branch of government is in the charge of so-called kings and presidents who are fools and rascals, ignorant of the intricacies of nature's causes and ignorant of the principles of sacrifice. Such rascals simply make various plans which always fail, and the people subsequently suffer disturbances. To counteract the situation, the Shastra, or scriptures, advise, and then there is some Sanskrit, Harinama, Harinama, Harinama eva kevalam kalo nastyeva katyadamata. Thus, in order to counteract the unfortunate situation in government, the general population is advised to chant the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So because our leaders don't understand or know what is actually going on, and how the universe works, and where peace comes from, then they're misguiding, and despite all their plans and ideas, they never work. They never achieve. They're dealing with one aspect of life, but meanwhile, to do that, so many bad other things happen, and then they try and fix that, and 15 other bad things happen. So chanting Hare Krishna is the solution. It sounds simple, and many people will say that the world's problems are so complicated. How can they be solved with such a simplistic solution? And we'll say, and our answer is, we'll try it. Yeah.
What chapter is this you're talking on?
These are just quotes from the Srinamamrita.
What's that?
This is just a collection. Of verses from all different.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So yeah,
Is it by Prabhupada?
these are all yeah. Yeah, so there's lots of great book for inspiration about chanting. So yeah, So that one devotee went through all Prabhupada's books and picked out all the quotes, anything to do with, he did it manually in the 70s. He read all his books and picked out anything that was, and then he put them into different categories. Huh? Yeah.
What are we going to do?
In relation to what, Woody? I missed that first part.
He went through all Prabhupada's books and anything that referred to the chanting of the holy name, he collected it and then he put them into categories. You know, this one is about the benefits of chanting. This one is about how it is the sum of all Vedic sacrifices and different categories like that.
Wow, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.